are still 17 months away from the 2020 election, but here in Ohio, efforts are being taken now to make sure that your vote will be protected. And this News 5 original, John Kosick, looks at the two-front fight election leaders are waging.
The Mueller report may have been 448 pages long, but in closing, Robert Mueller sought to emphasize just 10 words. There were multiple systematic efforts to interfere in our elections, both in manipulating voters and trying to hack our election system. Our guard was down in 2016, but will it be up in 2020? The Summer Conference of Ohio election officials comes a week after Secretary of State Frank LaRose rolled out a directive on boosting election security, a half dozen steps taken at the local level and in cooperation with the Department of Homeland Security to position Ohio to set the bar for other states.
What I asked our boards of elections to do is tough work, but it's making sure that we're putting our best foot forward to make sure that we're protecting our systems so that we can confidently say next January to all Ohioans that we have hardened our system to make sure that our systems are not going to be susceptible to that kind of attack.
Last year, the state set aside $114 million to update voting machines ahead of the 2020 elections. And the state is about to use $12 million in federal funds to protect the IT infrastructure used by the local boards of elections.
There is more needed, and we as secretaries of state are going to continue to speak out that we appreciate the help we're getting, but there's more to be done.
Senator Sherrod Brown has introduced the Save Voters Act that would aid states in that effort. He'd also like to see all states required to use paper ballots.
It's the safest, cleanest, most foolproof way to do this, and I think it builds confidence among the voters in our election system.
And that's the other big issue election officials face, confidence in the system. And that's why LaRose says look for them to push back against those looking to undermine the voting process.
The best antidote to falsehood, to lies, to misinformation or fake news or whatever people want to call it is truth.
John Kosick, News 5.